Welcome everyone, this is Master's Joke, also Master's Joke 75 on Instagram. I'm at Motiongate where my son broke his leg, just checking it out. Back to the scene of the crime. Well, I say back to the scene of the crime. It didn't actually happen inside Motiongate. We were actually on our way there. It happened yards away on one of the walkways in Riverlands. If only we'd gone to Legoland. Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? So this is my my. I finally made it. This is my Motiongate Dubai theme park vlog, and I'm going to tell you why I think this place is better than like Disney World in Orlando, Universal Studios, and I'll tell you I'll tell you about that as we go on. But honestly, I'm really impressed. This place is beautiful, very much a Main Street Magic Kingdom feel about the main entrance. You know, you've got the vibe there. The only thing missing is the Disney castle, but I love the theming. I mean, it's all you know, it's all like stores with gifts and souvenirs. You know, it's so much like Universal and like Disney World in every aspect. Although, I mean, one of the things that you'll notice straight away is that there are no crowds. And again, this is what I said on the last vlog. You get a lot of these theme park vloggers moaning. Oh, they're moaning, and I don't know why they're moaning. You should be happy that there's no crowds. But I'm here during one of the hottest times of the day. And as I mentioned before, the people in Dubai they're not silly, and they come out when it's a bit cooler. You know, this is the middle of the desert, so you've got to be mindful and keep yourself hydrated, and you've just got to be careful out there. But yeah, so this place does get it gets busier at weekends, and it gets busier in the evening. I mean, look at this. This is DreamWorks. This is just amazing. But also, we went end of May, early June, and it's out of season because it's so hot. It's out of season, so it is a quiet period when I'm there, and I'm very happy. Well, I was happy until my son broke his leg, but I was happy to be here during a quiet period. Yeah, just to experience, you know, the theme parks when they are quiet, because that is one of the things I hate about Disney. I mean, I haven't been to Disney since I got banned in March 2020. And as I've said, I don't think I want to go back. Look at this statue. That was I have missed Shrek since Shrek left Universal Studios in Orlando. But yeah, this is another issue I had. So my whole my whole plan for this holiday that got cut short was to do some decent vlogging, but obviously you can't film when you're pushing your son in a wheelchair. I've heard some good things about that little restaurant there with the Oriental food. Would have been nice to check that out. So yeah, so my son was nice enough to agree to hold my camera while I pushed him around. And this DreamWorks is absolutely amazing, because you've got to remember, it's so hot outside that a lot of the attractions are actually inside in air-conditioned areas. I mean, this place is massive. So you've got like it's like 4 different worlds. So you've got like Shrek, Madagascar, Kung Fu Panda, and How to Train Your Dragon. My son loves these movies, but the theming here is as good as what you're going to see any theme park in America. It's just, honestly, it's just absolutely fantastic. And yeah, I mean, I didn't because I had difficulty filming because my son was doing it with his wheelchair cam. I would have liked to have filmed more, but you know the drill. I do like a gift shop, and I do like souvenirs, And one of the things that I did want to get was a fridge magnet. So I wanted something with Motiongate and Dubai on. So I did go in here to have a look. But all the gift shops, I mean, it's slightly different where you go. Here's me.
Oh, you need that? Action, Harry. Would you get a little one or a big one? Yeah, big one,
yeah. They're different where each area has got like it sells different stuff basically. It's the same as any theme park, but I had so much stuff there, and I managed to pick up a fridge magnet. See, this video, this is basically a mishmash because you've got to understand there's not a lot to do for a 10-year-old kid in a theme park when he can't go on a single thing. So I think I was lucky to do a couple of hours with my son until he got bored, and that's fair enough. That's quite understandable because there's nothing he could do. The character meets were fantastic, and again, there's no queues. We went in. I think we went in all the gift shops. We had we stopped off to have drinks and stuff, but then he got bored. So this video is a bit of a it's a bit of a mishmash of me and my family, but also I came here on my own as well. There was times when I was on my own because again I was in limbo, waiting for that waiting for the flight to be arranged back to Gatwick. So yeah, this whole holiday literally was you're on the edge of your seats because you don't know every meal that you have in the hotel you think it's your last because you just don't know what's going on. So yeah, I did do a lot of things, a lot of things on my own because there wasn't much else to do. My son had to do a lot of resting in the hotel. These bendy figs, I saw these in Hamleys in London, and they were a bit more expensive in the theme park, but they really, really good quality figures. There's some great stuff in there, I'm a sucker for I'm a sucker for a gift shop. But here's there's the fridge magnets on the counter, and I think I picked up the one on the right, the kind of the blue one, because it's got all the logos on there, like the Ghostbusters and all that. But yeah, this one of the good things about this theme park is, and I think this is where I still like Universal. I still like Universal in Orlando, but I think Disney World has I think a lot of people would agree with me with this, but Disney World, like Magic Kingdom, Hollywood Studios, Animal Kingdom, Animal Kingdom, and Epcot, I think they've lost their way now, because literally this is like the last time I went to the theme parks was back in 2019, before you know what happened and everyone was under house arrest. Everyone would have their mobile phone out, trying to do the app, trying to book themselves on a ride. For me, the magic had gone, but I don't think I realised just how much of the magic had gone until I had time away, because I was going to Orlando like every single year. But so much has changed now. I mean, part of my holiday to like Orlando or America is not only would you go to the theme parks, but you'd also go to the outlets and buy all your cheap shopping, and that's all gone now as well. It's cheaper to go to the outlet like the outlets at Wembley Stadium and get all your stuff there. There's no deals now in like Orlando premium outlets or anything like that. So definitely this theme park, although you've got to understand, I can't go on anything. The magic was still there. I got a big buzz. It was new, but I got a big buzz. This Lionsgate, I'd heard some good things. about this place, but Lionsgate in general the theming and the area, it just blew me away. So this is Fremont Street from Las Vegas, and I've been to Fremont Street. It's a shame that the lights weren't on, because you got to remember this was in the middle of the day, so it's a shame I didn't get to see the lights on. But I couldn't believe how much theming they've done for one roller coaster, and I'd not seen Now You See Me. To be honest, I'd never even heard of the film. So coming to this theme park, I had a lot of time on my hands, a lot of time to think. I realised that there was a lot of movies that I'd missed out on. So although I didn't really go on much at all, I definitely thought, well, I'm going to go and watch this, and I did. When I finally got home, I did watch Now You See Me, and I think it was a really, really good film. I didn't understand why they would have made a theme park ride on a film that I'd not really seen. But then again, I'd not seen when I first went to Universal Studios in the year 2000. I'd not seen Jurassic Park, so I suppose that's similar. But yeah, Now You See Me, and I also watched now. Well, obviously my holiday was cut short, so I had time on my hands. There was no way I was going back to work early. But I also watched Now You See Me 2. Really good films. I've got to admit though that the new lady who replaced Isla Fisher in the movie, because Isla Fisher was pregnant, I've got to be honest, I think she was better. And I have heard talk that they are going to make Now You See Me 3. So, you know, I definitely will watch that. Now, this was impressive. This is the John Wick. This is the John Wick attraction. So it's closed at the moment for. I think they're renovating it, and apparently it's got two sides to it, two roller coasters, and I could see this from my hotel at the Lapita, and every time I walked past it, I could just hear it calling my name. But yeah, the theming it reminds me so much of Universal Studios in Orlando, or Streets of America in the older MGM studios. And again, I haven't seen John Wick either. So I know John Wick 4 is due out soon, or it's come. I think it's due out any time now. I think, but obviously I'm not going to go and watch it. I want to watch the first three. But Keanu Reeves, I think he's a great actor. And again, I've heard of John Wick, but I don't know why I never got time for it. And then this Hunger Games. So obviously I'm aware of the Hunger Games. Never watched it. Again, it didn't really interest me. But going to seeing the attractions and the theming here, I kind of thought, well, I'm missing out. I really am missing out on this wonderful movie. So again, when I got home from Dubai, I watched all the movies, and there's a new one coming out this year, which I'm happy about. But like, it didn't make any sense to me seeing the actual attractions without seeing the movie. But now it all makes sense, and the music and everything. So honestly, highly recommended. Definitely, if you haven't seen the Hunger Games, check it out. It's it's a dystopian society, very similar to the pandemic. But yeah, so they had like a gift shop as well. The bullet train, again, it didn't make any sense to me at the time, but the bullet train roller coaster looks amazing as well. And I have heard, because there was supposed to be a Six Flags. I mean, look at that. That does look really cool. But they were supposed to build a Six Flags theme park at Riverlands, right next door to the Lapita Hotel, and that all fell through over money. Apparently, Six Flags were owed money or something, so they pulled out. But I believe that some of the roller coasters that had been planned and already purchased for Six Flags were used at Motiongate. So that is interesting. But this place is proper quality, proper quality, and and again these the different districts didn't mean anything to me, but I because I'd already set out to watch the movies when I got home, because I knew that I was going home at any time. I did pick up a couple of fridge magnets, and I'm so glad that I did. But yeah, honestly, the theming and this area, especially in Lionsgate, absolutely fantastic, and the merchandise in the shop. I mean, do you know what? I do like mugs, and I would have bought one of the mugs if I'd known more about the film. But I didn't know the characters or anything. But I had so much stuff in there, and this gift shop is literally as you come off the ride, and and also the prices aren't too. I mean, I mentioned like the bendy figs were a little bit more expensive than like Hamleys, because like in Hamleys they're like £14.99 each, but nothing was over the top. Nothing was really expensive. And then you've got Columbia Pictures now, and again this blew me away as well. And this is another reason I don't need Disney World in my life anymore. I don't need Universal. Definitely, I mean, look, it's got the Ghostbusters Firehouse. Now that as soon as I saw that, I mean, obviously the original is in New York, and my son's got the Playmobil version of the Firehouse, and just in the distance there, you just past Hotel Transylvania. But I was desperate to get back to America after the pandemic, and then in May they said, oh yeah, we'll have you back. I'm sorry, but it's too late now. At this moment in time, I've got no interest at going back to America. Well, going back to Orlando. If I was I do want to see Galaxy's Edge. That's one of the main things I want to do, is go to Galaxy's Edge, because I had planned to go to Galaxy's Edge in Anaheim, California, in around October 2020, and obviously that we never even got off the starting block for that, because obviously I'd booked my holiday to Florida, but we hadn't booked anything for California. So if I do finally make it to Galaxy's Edge, because I love Star Wars so much, it will be Anaheim, California. But I've got no plans to go back to Orlando. Why would you, when you've got this place here? I think it's perfect. It's hot. It's a different kind of heat than like Florida, but I absolutely love this theme park. I think it's great, but I want to go back. Like his Underworld, this is like a 4D attraction. That was a great movie with Kate Beckinsale, the daughter of Gobber from Porridge, Ronnie Barker. but no, honestly, this place is just highly recommended. And like the hotel, I mean, there's so much to do for the whole family, and also there's different rides for different age ranges, which is what I like. And the Hotel Transylvania, it's one of my son's favourite films. So you've got the ride, but you've also got the meet and greet as well as you go into the castle. So it's brilliant. And then like the Ghostbusters ride, Battle for New York. I've heard a lot of people like moaning about it. Oh, it's a bit slow. Come on, it's a family ride, so you can go on the ride with your kids. It's not aimed at adults, that particular ride, in my opinion. It's a bit of fun. And then you've got the gift shop next door. I've never seen so many Jada Ecto Ones in my life. Honestly, unbelievable. But they had so much stuff. But then they kind of let it down with the Funko Pops from the from that the Ghostbusters movie with that we won't talk about. That everyone's conveniently forgot about. And that's another film I hadn't seen, Ghostbusters Afterlife. I was really looking forward to it when I saw the trailer, which I believe I saw during the I think I saw the trailer during lockdown. I thought, I look forward to that because I absolutely love Ghostbusters, and one day I will go to the real firehouse in New York. But yeah, that was a film that I hadn't seen, and I managed to. I saw that the film was on the Emirates flight. I didn't watch a movie. If you saw my travel video, I didn't watch a movie when I flew out there. It was an alright flight, but I managed to grab that movie on the way back. Absolutely fantastic, done so tastefully. I absolutely love Ghostbusters. It was really done well, and it's good to hear that they are doing a sequel, because I thought it worked really, really well. You know, so no spoilers. There's no movie spoilers on on this vlog. But yeah, I really, really enjoyed Ghostbusters Afterlife, and I really enjoyed watching it on the Emirates flight. So then again, this is another coaster, the Green Hornet, and again, the theming is absolutely unbelievable. I mean, the architecture, the kind of props everywhere, and again, no queues. And again, yeah, it was middle of the day. It was hot. There wasn't loads of people about, and it's out of season. But even when it's in season, it's not busy. It's how a theme park should be. You know, I mean, who wants those massive crowds? And that's what's putting me off going to Magic Kingdom, because you can't, you know, you've got all these idiots around you, and I just can't be bothered. Maybe I'm just too old. I just can't be bothered with all that. So definitely Orlando, where I've been going since the year 2000. I mean, I still love it, but it's definitely off my list. I mean, what's it? I've been every year since 2015, because I got married out there, and then obviously my holiday got cancelled in 2020. This coaster is great, by the way, but no, it's off my list. Dubai is now my place to visit, because I need to come back here once the boy is all healed up and he's got his cast off. Maybe next year we'll come back here and do this theme park properly, because it wasn't the same walking around without my wingman, you know, because we love going on the rides and the coasters, and my wife was out of action because of her 2 slip discs, so she wasn't going to be going on much either. So it wasn't the holiday I planned, but still, it's an absolutely fantastic place. Now this is where the illuminations were. It's like a show, and it's I suppose it's instead of fireworks, but yeah, I never got to see that. But definitely vibes of Hollywood Studios at Disney, or as I like to call it, MGM. You know, it's honestly, this place is brilliant. And they also had like the Smurfs Village. I used to love the Smurfs. I used to watch it on a Sunday at 1:30 around my hands. Now, this park is massive, and I'll be honest, I never got a chance to see the Smurf Village at all. I would have loved to go and see the Smurf Village with all the little toadstool houses. I just didn't get time. You definitely need a whole day at Motiongate. But one of the good things about, because we booked our holiday via Emirates, but one of the good things is with the holiday and the Lapita Hotel. I think I mentioned on my previous vlog that we were like half board, so you got your breakfast and you could have your lunch or evening meal at the Lapita, or there were certain restaurants around Riverlands and also Motiongate where you could have, because you just handed a ticket in every time you had a meal, where you could have a meal elsewhere, not actually in the hotel, if you so chose. And I thought that was really good. But also, and this makes it even harder, we had unlimited park hopper tickets for the whole holiday, where we could go to any. Well, Bollywood, I was looking forward to going to Bollywood because I was looking forward to. Obviously, I wanted to see the culture because I've only heard good things about Bollywood, but I was also looking forward to trying the food there. But Bollywood literally closed down like a couple of weeks before we arrived in Dubai, which was a shame because because a lot of it is like dancing and about the movies, and I really would have loved that. But we had unlimited tickets, so if I wanted to, I could have gone to Motiongate every single day of the holiday. It's just a shame what happened. I'm still in shock. I'm still in shock, and it's hot, especially heartbreaking for my son. I on one of my solo visits, I did pick up that Shrek for my son because I felt so sorry for him. There's only so many McDonald's treats you could buy him because he just couldn't do nothing. He couldn't do nothing at all. But yeah, he was very handy with the old wheelchair cam, so he helped me out. But yeah, it's not the vlog that I was planning to make, but it is what it is. But I'm glad that I have visited Motiongate because I think it's amazing and it's so modern and fresh. I mean the John Wick mug. I've got to see that movie. I've got to see it. But I mean, this place has only been open since 16th of December 2016. So it's a fairly new park. And also, I think the John Wick. I'm pretty certain that John Wick and also Now You See Me rides. I think they're only recent. They're only recent additions to the park. I don't know for sure, but I think those coasters might be something to do with Six Flags, which were likely ordered before Six Flags pulled out of the deal, which is fair enough if they're not if they're not going to get the money that they're entitled to. Because I think it was like a franchise or something, but that would have been good. There's still room for development. I think. I'll be honest, I've not been to a Six Flags theme park. I've only heard good things because I know Six Flags, they do a lot of DC stuff, and I absolutely love Superman and Batman. So I would like to visit a Six Flags theme park one day. But yeah, maybe one day they will have a Six Flags at Riverlands. I think that would be I think that would be good. And Riverlands. Now that everything is opening up now, I mean, hopefully they will get another Cheesecake Factory. I'm hoping, fingers crossed. Maybe a Chili's as well. TGI Fridays is there. I think Costa Coffee closed during the pandemic, but it is coming alive again. But it's so much like Disney Springs or Downtown Disney, as I like to call it, or like Universal Studios. It's this place is fantastic and highly recommended. It's a different culture, but I absolutely love it here, and I will definitely be back. I haven't really experienced this theme park like I should have done. And it was just an unfortunate situation that we had to deal with. But I'd give this place 10 out of 10. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. It lets me know you care. Sorry about the mishmash, but it's the best I could do. And I'll see you in the next one.